There it is! Set a course for the big lady. Hi. Did you sleep really good?
I could have slept for a while longer.
Oh, me too. It's a beautiful day, man. Sunny and warm with an offshore forecast of very light winds out of the northwest and later in the day out of the southwest.
Not for long.
Not for long. On Sunday night it really picks up to 25, 30 knot winds, which may be affecting us in the anchorage around the Statue of Liberty.
I have full confidence in our rocket anchor.
Yeah, me too. Let's go find out.
Yeah.
Today's Saturday, good morning, March 30th, 2013, and we are still in Atlantic City. It's been a wonderful several days here in Atlantic City, very restful. We haven't even gotten off the boat. But now we've got a good weather day. We're going to New York City, about 100 nautical miles away. We're going to go offshore from here, and straight up there we'll be sort of like in shipping lanes. So we'll have to be really diligent on keeping a watch on the horizon for ships. Before we were anchored on the other side of the bridge down there, but we couldn't receive any Wi-Fi there. So after a couple of days we moved over here in hopes that re-anchoring closer to the buildings would get us Wi-Fi, and it did. Well, New York City, here we come! Engine is running and warmed up. And it's time to raise anchor and get out of here. You get me coffee? The snubber came off of the chain last night. I was really surprised that it had fallen off. It was so calm, rather than put it back on, I just let the windlass handle it. No. Shit. Windlass circuit breaker is on. We had some issues with it. I took the fuse out and popped the circuit breaker, and then it worked again. It was hard to get out of bed this morning.
You think?
And as a result, we're running late again. The offshore water forecast is for really calm stuff. Maybe we'll put all the sails up, and they may even make the ride a little more steady, but I think it's basically motor trucking all the way to New York City, which is fine with me.
We're trucking?
Goodbye, Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's been a wonderful visit, and wish we could have got to know you a lot better if we had more time and if we could have met more people. Just going to the casinos doesn't give you a real glimpse into what life is really like here. But we won't know until next time. Now it's off to New York City. How's it going?
It's good. I can see two boats. They're the RAS on. They look like cities on the edge, eh? Those big container ships are so big.
The giant ones, yeah.
The Elizabeth, which is heading north, and the Morgan Renala. See, Elizabeth is over there.
Oh yeah, I can barely see him.
I think both portions of that sticking up are the Elizabeth. It's just she's a lower container ship in the center. And then Morgan is over there.
Morgan's over on the starboard.
Yeah.
Oh, he looks like a little island.
They both look like little islands.
And if you bring the cursor over an AIS target like that, then it displays more information about it. Its range, its bearing. The closest point of approach, or CPA, is 4.251 nautical miles. If he maintains his course and I maintain my course, the closest we'll ever be is 4.24 nautical miles away.
I don't like
Don't pay any attention to the rolliness and just watch the horizon.
You ready? Set the autopilot?
If you want to, sure, go for it. How you doing?
Doing well.
What do you think of those gloves?
I actually really like them. Sometimes my hands would slip on the line because it was a little bit wet. These are great. I like them.
Awesome, and you look very cool wearing them too. You look like a racer.
That was... No one would ever mistake me for a racer. Knots of wind from the stern, and it is a sunny and warm day. We've had really cold days for the past several, and we've had to have the wood-burning stove going at night. And so this is nice to be in a t-shirt on a sunny day in calm waters. Are we on the same boat?
Are you cold?
No.
No.
But I'm not in my t-shirt. What are you doing?
I am cutting off a piece of cheese for you. Thank you very much to the wonderful people that we met in Elizabeth City at the Yacht Club, who gave us this cheese in a wonderful little basket in exchange for me doing this presentation about the cruising life. Here we have bacon and cheese. And there's a sandwich. Looking forward to getting anchored in front of the Statue of Liberty.
That's gonna be awesome.
New York Harbor's a madhouse, man. There's like so much shipping, so much traffic. Some of those bigger boats don't really care about right away, it seems.
You can be right or you can be alive.
Yeah. So you gotta be frosty. That means on your toes. That means wide awake and alert and focused and capable.
My frosty, what is that?
I don't know, I heard it in a movie somewhere. The soldiers, when they're about to get attacked by the alien and they're all trying to get ready for that, they always say, stay frosty. It means like stay awake, stay focused, stay aware, be on your toes. So you gotta stay really frosty as we get close to New York City.
That's dumb.
The word frosty is dumb? Why?
We have no point of reference. That makes no sense. To me, frosty means hypothermic, cold, sluggish.
We'll look it up in the dictionary.
Lethargic.
No.
Frosty is, frost.
Do you want to take a nap after your sandwich? Sounds good. Goodbye, Atlantic City. Nice getting to know you. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now on Saturday, and it's a beautiful, warm, sunny day. Not much wind. Current wind speed is 5 knots because the boat's direction is going with the wind. True wind speed is about 10 knots. I fear that we're not going to have enough wind throughout the entire 24-hour trip to get to New York City. It's 100 miles, and my engine, I'm not entirely sure how much fuel it burns per hour, but I think it might be about 1.5 gallons per hour at like the normal cruising RPMs. So a 100-mile trip, that's an entirely a motor trip at $3.50 per gallon, definitely adds up to a pretty big number for me pretty fast. So we definitely prefer to sail when we can. However, I wanted to get out of Atlantic City. I knew it was going to be warmer and sunnier today, and then we're going to get really cold temperatures after that. I thought it'd be good for Mo to get actually offshore in the calmest conditions. She's taken a seasickness pill and is now down below and asleep in her berth. We're about 3 miles off the coast of New Jersey. Those green triangles are other vessels transmitting an AIS signal to two going in a southwesterly direction are big freighters going at high speed. The one going along with me is a big fishing trawler. Nobody's on a collision course, so everything's fine there. Looking to the right there, that's radar. Big vertical strip on the left side of the radar display is land. Each one of the rings is 1 nautical mile, so land is a little less than 3 nautical miles on the port side. And those other targets are ships. I think the one that's directly ahead, I think that's actually a ship that's not on AIS. It shows that you can't completely rely on AIS. Radar is also certainly not foolproof. There is no substitute for a scan of the horizon very frequently, especially when you're close to shipping lanes. Everything looks cool. Get a little bit of a close-up on these guys on our starboard. There they go. A little bit over to the left, and there they are. Nothing like it was on the last leg where we were hove to and 30 knot winds for 36 hours. I'll definitely take it, even though it's not enough wind to sail. It's warm and comfortable. Down below. Processing video. I put up the main and the jib, and I still have to run the engine to maintain over 4 knots. We've got about 8 knots of apparent wind right now coming from behind. Still not enough to make this tug go fast. You can see right here, center number bottom, 6.0 speed over ground. I'm in very low throttle, just above idle, which keeps us at 6 knots rather than 4. And it is very calm. Because we're going through the night and into tomorrow, Mo is catching up on some extra sleep. She's down in the salon. We actually kind of need to step on it. We're a little bit behind schedule. We really want to spend a good chunk of time in Boston. And every time we spend some extra time in a port along the way towards Boston, it takes away from that big chunk that we want to spend in Boston. You know, I want to spend at least a month. For goodness sakes, it's my hometown and I love it there, and I haven't been there in so many years.
About 5:30, and we have been motoring since about 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning. The sun went behind the clouds a little bit, so I have a couple of more layers on. There are a couple of blips out there. There's this guy who has been parallel to us for quite some time. We've got the main and the jib out. For the most part, they're okay. The jib flounders a little bit. Nice and sunny, very calm, and I've been on watch for about an hour and a half. I was really tired earlier, so I went to lay down, and Drake was looking, and now he's taking a little bit of a nap. Listening to some podcasts as we're going. I like the podcast because I can listen to it, but I can still really hear everything that's going on. some stuff on the computer. It's so calm that we have a couple of things out, which has been nice. Sleeping Beauty.
Any shifts? Any change in wind? Correct.
Everything is pretty much the same. Our speed over ground has changed just a little bit. It almost feels as though maybe the current is shifting a little bit.
Faster or slower?
A little slower.
What's our speed over ground?
It was like 7.7 to 7.3, and now it's like 7.3 to 6.7.
We'll have to start paying attention to if we're going too fast, and we are slow it down so that we arrive in New York City at daylight with sun up. Go to sleep.
Alright, have a good rest. Turn my podcast on and keep an eye on what's going on.
Well, here we are at 8 o'clock at night, and it's a beautiful evening, but unfortunately we are far too close to New York. I miscalculated, and we are actually 25 to 30 miles from the part of the harbor where I'd want to have daylight. We pushed off at 10:30 this morning, and at the time we thought we were getting a late start, but it would actually have been much better if we had left much later. So what we're looking at is waiting until dawn. We've got about 10 to 15 knots of true wind. We're really close to the 3 major shipping lanes that go into New York City. So we're basically going to be sitting up in the cockpit and paying close attention to everything that's going on around us. We've got radar, we've got AIS, we've got a good chart plotter right here in the cockpit. We're actually hove to in 15 knots of wind. It's pretty amazing. We're making practically no speed over ground. The knot meter reads 0 knots speed through the water, and the GPS reads 0.5 to 0.8 knots speed over ground. So we're practically stationary.
What direction are we drifting?
We are actually drifting in a northwesterly direction. And if we get anywhere too close to land, then we will hove to on the other tack and probably go in a southeasterly direction. We'll get underway in about 8 hours if we don't move from the present location. 8 hours being hove to right here.
Start at like 3 in the morning?
5, 6, 7. Yeah.
3:30?
Yeah, that sounds good. I must be really rusty or something, because, like, this wouldn't have happened in the past. I have been on land far too long. Time to get my, like, sea legs and navigation sense back. Can't believe we're gonna hove to for the next 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi!
Hi.
How was your watch?
It was uneventful.
Did you do anything, or are we still hove to exactly?
I always do stuff.
I know
What are you
that.
talking about? We were on a starboard track and now we're on a port.
So did you drive the boat to get on the
Yes.
other?
We're moving really slow. In the last 3 hours, we've moved less than like a half a mile. Seen a couple of ships here and there. The cruise ships are coming home.
Yeah.
The party is over. Yeah, you can see right now, there's like 3 of them in a row. They seem to be sticking to the shipping lane. They show up on the horizon with lights ablaze and you can't tell which way they're going, and they're all kind of in line. We had another barge pass, not too far in front of us, but far enough away that I felt comfortable. Sometimes, you're looking at the lights over here and you're like, oh, that looks like that's part of land. But no, it's a gigantic tugboat. Everything's just about the same. It's about 3:30 in the morning.
It's just about time to get this show on the road. I'll start by seeing how I can sail it, and if necessary, I'll turn on the engine.
Ugh, I love this podcast too.
Oh, you've been listening to your podcast.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
How stuff works.
Uh-huh.
I really like it because Like, it's just the two of them talking.
Yeah.
So you can still hear stuff. It's not like music where there's like thumping and music and this and that. And it's just really interesting, you know? And
What's it
there's
about?
Everything. It's how stuff works. There's a lot of stuff. Like bizarre deaths and how you actually die. How do you stop junk mail? What's the deal with high fructose corn syrup? What's the deal with Friday the 13th? It's late, it's cold, I'm tired, and the boat is rocking, and that's just like the perfect, you know, set of elements to like rock you to sleep. And I need to stay awake because we have, you know, the little tug that could just passing in front of us. And so it keeps me interested. Like, I want to hear what the deal is with Friday the 13th.
Okay, darling. Well, you go have yourself a wonderful sleep.
I will.
And
You need some gloves?
yeah, I'll take those too. Thanks.
Be gentle.
I will.
Don't lose them.
I'll wake you up in a few hours.
If you need to.
What? If I need to? Not if I don't need to. If things start getting really interesting, I'll wake you up. Okay?
Oh.
All right.
I don't know. I think I would miss the most interesting things in the world if I could sleep. That's probably bad, huh?
That sounds horrible.
Oh my god! Taj Mahal is like lifted off and is shooting out into space and it's going right over our boat. You will be the last person in the world to see it, or you could spend 10 more minutes in bed. I'll be like, snooze.
This is true.
Alright, let's see you later.
Bye, sleep well. It's now 4:30 in the morning. I am actually motoring my way into New York Harbor. I am moving along here very slowly at about 4.5 to 5 knots. I've got the double reef main up and the engine running, and it will be daylight in just a couple of hours. There's this bridge right here. I kind of want to time things so that it's daylight when I'm going through that bridge. The anchorage is just beyond that. We are just entering New York City Harbor. We timed our arrival here with the sunrise. And there she is. Absolutely gorgeous. Good morning, New York! There's shoals, I don't want to hit those. Okay, so I'm going in the right direction. Course is here on this waypoint is 68 degrees. Okay, a little bit to starboard, please. And we set this for 16, right about there. Get it on course. 15, 16, right about there, and engage. Alright. We are engaged. You can see right here we've got a lot of shoaling, and who knows what's happened since Hurricane Sandy. If it's no longer what's on the chart, it might be less. So we'll be passing pretty close to 7 feet. 7 feet's the shallowest on the chart. Got these little arrows, and those arrows indicate current at this current time. If you bring the cursor over one of the arrows, it shows you what's going on in that specific location. Speed 1.1 knots and decreasing, going in that direction. The big city awaits Paragon. We're about 12 miles away from the Statue of Liberty. We're gonna be there in a few hours. Dropping the hook. It's a beautiful morning. Look at that sunrise. Sometimes, you know, it's just so beautiful. If anything doesn't quite work with the anchorage in front of the Statue of Liberty, then our alternate plan is to go to a marina either the 79th Street Boat Basin Marina or Liberty Landing Marina on the New Jersey side. I'm hoping that the anchorage works out nice. I've never anchored in front of the Statue of Liberty. I've always kind of wanted to, and I'm really glad we're going to do it this time. There's the bridge up the Hudson River. And last time I was here was in November of 2009 when I pushed off to head to Bermuda and ran into that horrible storm and ended up towing that disabled boat before colliding with it. November 2009, and now we're in March of 2013, so 3 years and 4 months since I was here last. It's pretty wild, you know? Coming back to a place that you haven't been to, you know, for some time lets you think about all the things that have happened in your life since the last time you were at that place. I guess that's sort of an aspect of the cruising life, you know? Coming in here, seeing New York City again makes me think of everything that's happened in my life since I was last here. I think he's coming out. I can't tell. I need the binoculars. Can you turn 45 degrees to starboard?
Why?
Because I want to get over to the right side of the channel so that the bigger ships can pass by us on our port side. We are the little slow guy. We need to stay out of everybody's way. You see how there are the two posts on the bridge? If you head for the one on the right, just head straight for it. The boat kind of passes. That freighter is definitely underway, and he's probably coming out under the bridge. I'm really glad you woke up. I didn't want you to miss this.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
I'm excited.
This is like the first time, maybe the only time, you'll ever be able to motor into New York Harbor.
You're not going to take me back to New York?
Well, I don't know.
This is the one... What does that mean?
Big guy going under the bridge. I wonder where he's bound for. Probably somewhere far, far away. There's so much traffic coming in and out of here. You know, we're going north. Hyundai Freighter's going south.
How do they keep all this stuff on there? Do you think it's tied down, or do you think it's like locked into place, or both? I mean, think about a gigantic wave like broadsiding that and all that crap going into the water.
I don't know, I'm not a merchant marine, but I have heard that in the worst storms they can be knocked over.
They lose containers.
Yeah.
People have hit them at sea.
Yeah, yeah.
Should get a shot of that. That's beautiful right there. That's the Statue of Liberty, isn't
Woo, it is! Set a course for the big lady. Set course for the majestic lady.
It looks so tiny from here. It's like this idiot, like the cruise ship looks bigger. I know it's all perspective, but
There is Manhattan. What a wonderful sight. Just off our port bow there, in front of the Carnival cruise line ship, you can see the Statue of Liberty. Coming in by boat, you gotta think about all the immigrants who came into New York City and how, as they came in by boat, what they must have felt and thought when they saw the Statue of Liberty. Right there. Makes you think. Look at all of these AIS contacts. Like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 21. 21 AIS contacts. Most of them are underway. And most of them are really big boats. Like commercial, gigantic freighter, tugboat type of deals. Over there, talk about pushing a barge. There's a barge, but I see no tug on it. Perhaps use an anchor. It's just a big boat. We have arrived. I have been dreaming of this day for a very long time. And she's just the most beautiful sight. It's magical. It's just magical. Wow. There she is. We're actually in the official anchorage right now. The depth is 32 feet, but as you can see on the chart here, there's a security zone around Liberty Island, which has the Statue of Liberty, but then this area is designated as anchorage, and we got a little 8-foot, 7-foot depth over there. That's where I'm going to try to anchor, but I could drop it here if I was comfortable anchoring in 32 feet of water. Time to watch the depth. 29 feet of water. We'll just go around the corner there. Maybe not have a front view, but a side view. And a nice view of Manhattan. And that crazy mega yacht. Look at the size of that thing. And he's an anchor. 60 feet of water. And we are gonna go that way and over there and anchor in about 13 feet of water. It's right over there. Right next to the big lady.
It's beautiful. She's so petite. Really? And we're about to drop anchor.
We're here! Oh my god, I can't believe we're here. Alright. How surreal is this, huh?
It's pretty crazy. So is that Ellis Island over there?
That's Ellis Island right
Yeah.
there. What is Ellis Island?
It's where they used to process people coming into the country.
Oh, wow. In those buildings. Wow.
I don't know what they use it for now. If they still use it for that, I'm pretty sure there's a museum out there. I don't know if the whole thing is a museum, though.
Hey.
It's a shame we don't have an outboard. We could motor on over there and check it out.
I wonder, is that the new World Trade Center?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Man, we're like this far away from pastrami and bagels and good pizza and everything, and I'm famished.
I got a great pizza place to take you to.
Yeah?
On Broadway. There's nobody else in the anchorage. Just us early birds.
Yeah, there's been no one else in any of the anchorages, really. The benefit of being here early.
What now do we do?
Eat breakfast.
Oh, that sounds right. Adam, I wish you were here. You were such an awesome crew getting us to Norfolk and to Atlantic City. I really wanted to bring you to this anchorage, but next time. And I hope you'll come sail with us again soon. I think you would have really liked this.
I think everyone would really like this.